usually by the end of the first session, we set up a time for the second session. Now here again, there are analysts who like to set up those 3 sessions very close to each other, and they have particular reasons for that. They want to give the patient a sense of what it might feel like to be in intensive treatment and analysis, and I think there are many ways of doing it. I try to have the 3 sessions fairly close to each other, not necessarily on consecutive days, but fairly close to each other so that the patient is not left hanging for too long. And then when the patient comes for the second session, I generally ask, if they don't bring it up themselves, I ask if they had any thoughts between the 2 sessions. And what I'm looking for there, as you can imagine, is trying to see how their mind processed the previous session, and how much freedom there is in their mind for all kinds of reactions. So it's very useful. I do the same at the beginning of the 3rd session, and I found it really useful because sometimes people will say, I noticed that this was the first time I've ever talked to someone in my life about something in particular. Or they might say, I felt very comfortable. Or they might say, I was thinking about your office after I left and I saw you had this. So, which is good. It's all good stuff because we are already seeing the patient's ability to be curious, introspective, to get into the transference a little bit, to get into their feelings about me. Some people get into that a lot. They have very powerful feelings about me right away or very soon after we start, and that's also important and helpful to know. Sometimes people will say, I didn't feel comfortable. When you asked me about something, that made me really uncomfortable, or I felt you were judging me, or I felt you were being intrusive. And those are all good things to know. And we discuss that to the degree we can.